Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red.
Okay, back to the video. We are going to explore the dark motivations that a woman might have for wanting to hide her motivations from her boyfriend or husband. But we're going to build to that because for some women, it doesn't actually require any conscious or deliberate evil. Sometimes the explanation for why a woman's answers don't make sense is simply because she doesn't know herself. She lacks self-awareness. She can't tell you what she's thinking or feeling or why she did something or what's motivating her because she's genuinely confused about that.
Oh, they're dumb.
At herself.
Why do some women give out and even offer up their number but then ghost you when you contact them?
I don't know. I do it all the time. I'm not gonna lie. So maybe like they kind of like had good intentions and they kind of wanted to talk to you, but you just weren't like that interesting maybe. I don't know why I do it, so I don't know.
If you don't want to get taken advantage of, you should not underestimate the person you're dealing with, but you should also not overestimate them. With women like this, there is a real danger that men face of projection. If you are a man who is very clear-minded and you understand why you do what you do, then you might imagine that women approach life the same way, that her choices are the result of a clear sequence of thought, a logical progression. But many women...
I learned that more recent years that, yeah, that's not usually the case when it comes to women.
And quite a few men too, by the way, they operate purely off emotion. And if her internal emotional world is chaotic and messy, then in all likelihood, the reason why she doesn't give you clear answers is because she doesn't have clear answers. It can be that simple. It's confusing to talk to a woman because she's just a confusing person, even to herself. But even though that happens sometimes, it's also very common that a woman does know the real answer to your question, but she doesn't want to tell you what it is because it's going to make her look bad. Whether or not she is intending to deceive you, that's not even necessarily how she's thinking. She's just concerned with protecting her image, her own self-interest. She's only going to answer your questions in ways that make her look good. Check out this interview where a woman claims that men have to pay for a date because she has dressed up nicely as a favor to you.
We're getting the experience that you pay for our drinks, you pay for our food, but you're getting the experience that like we paid for our nails, we paid for our hair, we paid for our outfit so that you can look good with us.
But don't women also dress for themselves?
We do. I dress up so that I can like feel good. And like I look good.
Yeah, that translates to us paying for you to feel good.
I feel good.
Of course, women dress nice for their own self-esteem so they can feel good. But the moment that she wants you to pay for the date, then suddenly no, her clothing choices, that's all just a favor for you. I'll say it again, you're not likely to get the real answer, you're likely to get the convenient answer. The answer that serves her interests, her image. The answer is just publicity. And sometimes women will just blurt out any answer as a way of buying time or avoiding conflict.
Have you ever ghosted somebody before, and if so, why?
Yes. I think you feel bad in the moment, you feel guilty, and you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so you're just like, eh.
A lot of men can relate to that uncomfortable feeling of being managed when a woman rejects them. And if they're suspicious that they're not getting the truth, then they're right to feel that way. I can basically guarantee whatever reason a woman gave you for why she doesn't want to date you, that's not the real reason. If you've ever heard some variation of, I'm not fully over my ex, or I'm just not ready to date, or I don't want to ruin our friendship, whatever she told you, that's not true. She's not going to come out and say, I think I can do better than you, even though that's always the real reason. She doesn't want to say that because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings, yes, but she also wants to project an image of herself as someone who's not superficial. You know, the PR machine's working. She wants people to see her as someone who's kind and warm and someone who has depth. And I think that a lot of men understand that instinctively at some level, that a lot of this is just like social niceties. If we were all just painfully, excruciatingly honest with each other all the time, maybe society would just break down. But we're going to move now into the darker territory, because sometimes a woman's reasons for giving you false answers goes so far beyond just lacking in self-awareness or self-protection. It moves into the area of power dynamics and strategy. Think for a moment of the numerous benefits that a woman gets for not telling you the true answer. Think of the advantage it confers upon her.
What did I say? It's just like the used car salesman thing, right? The reason why from back in the day, used car salesmen were such sleaze bags and, you know, hated, because the information was very one-sided. He had all the information on the car. He had all this data that you did not have. You want the car, but he knew everything about the car. That's the same thing, same analogy.
By keeping you in the dark. When things are clear and concrete, she can feel trapped. But if they are vague and constantly shifting, then that benefits her. She's able to move and shift as she needs. What she really wants is the freedom to move and change her position and her values and her expectations based on what's going to be most advantageous to her in any one particular moment. Ask her every single day what she wants from you and see how her answer changes each day. She wants you to be decisive, but also flexible, but also logical, but also emotional. And she wants you to agree that all of these requests are completely reasonable. You're not meant to ever point out her inconsistency, and you're not meant to complain that it is impossible for you to fulfill all of these requests. Her expectations can be contradictory, but your behavior can't. But if you're dealing with a toxic woman who's trying to corner you into an abusive dynamic, she wants the freedom to adopt whatever position is most beneficial to her in that moment. That way, she can keep leverage over you. Make sure that you always feel as though you are failing her. It's very dark, especially when you realize that for a woman who thinks like this, there really is no benefit to her in being honest with you. She doesn't suffer a guilty conscience. Given what she wants to achieve, her path is clear. She's not going to give you an accurate answer to any of your questions, because to do so would be to give up her leverage. She's happy to lie to you and present.
Just like the car salesman. He's not going to tell you that the car has been in 5 accidents, it's missing a radiator, it's all this, like it's leaking oil. No, he ain't going to tell you shit, right? Because he needs you to be informed so you can buy the damn car.
Present you with a false picture of reality because it keeps her in the position of power.
I purposely don't save their numbers so that they have to tell me who they are every time they text me, just to take their ego down a notch. That's my toxic trait. I don't save their numbers. So then I'm like, I'm sorry, who is this? And then it just
I guess that's my toxic trait too. I actually do not save people's numbers until they are a big enough part in my life to where I need to actually save their name.
Knocks them down a notch. So I'm like, I'm sorry, you're not worth my time of saving the number for. So then whenever they approach me, they have to come at it from
It's not with women or men. It's just, it's not just with women, sorry. It's with men, women, or men. Just any kind of contacts that ever hit me up. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep you as a contact, keep you there for now. And then maybe I'll put your name in if we actually do business or, conversate or whatever the hell it is.
Not an inferior standpoint. I mean, it's work.
Information asymmetry is a manipulation technique, controlling what you know and, more importantly, what you don't know. Because if you don't know what actually moves her, what she truly thinks and feels and wants, then you can't accurately predict or influence her. You're always playing catch up. And you might think, but that's immoral. Doesn't she feel bad about lying, about hiding important information from the man in her life? The guy who is invested in her and their relationship? Doesn't he have a right to know? And yeah, that approach makes sense when you're operating from principles and integrity, where you're judging the right and wrong of any decision you make based on your own internal compass. But when a toxic woman is in the mindset of thinking pragmatically, then the truth has no inherent value. She's going to be happy to lie so long as it delivers for her what it is that she wants.
I have 2 boyfriends from...
Again, people always say, why do people lie? Because they get benefits for it. People don't realize, little white lies or even some lies, it might not seem like there's any benefit to it, but there is to that person at that moment.
2 different cities and they don't know about each other.
There are so many men out there who can sense that something is up. Something doesn't smell right, and so he's asking questions. And with every question, he's getting closer to uncovering whatever the secret is, her credit card debt, her affair partner, whatever it is, he's getting closer. And at some point, he might even be in a position to ask her directly for the information that she doesn't want to share. And you know what usually happens in that situation? Is that the woman goes on the attack. Yep. You're so insecure, you're so paranoid, you're reading into things, you're so sensitive. That is evil. Because at that stage, you're not just hiding your true motives and behaviors, you are actively making the man distrust his own perception of reality. You're trying to make him crazy, make him doubt himself.
True gaslighting.
She flips it and she paints him as the aggressor just because he noticed discrepancies in her story. And you would think that something so blatantly immoral would be universally condemned by all humans. But sadly, feminism has corrupted modern women's capacity for morality. Seriously, you would be shocked at the sort of behaviors that women will excuse from other women.
I'm 40 and I've been with my partner for 18 years. We have 3 children together. A guy I used to sleep with when I was younger sometimes calls me now and then. He's also married with kids. And we have phone together, me using a toy and him doing his business. This has been going on for the last 8 or 9 years. I know I would never meet him and do anything physical in person, but I love the attention feeling I get from this.
Listen, I'm not going to opinionate because, listen, you do you, honey. You do you.
You do you.
Pretty bad, right? But wait till you hear what her justification is.
And it really feels like it boosts my life in real life. Wow. Is it normal? I don't think it's quite normal, babes, or bad of me.
Normal.
I'm not sure if this is cheating or not, but it's good to tell you guys.
How can you ever get an honest answer from a woman when her mindset justifies her infidelity as a favor to you? It's okay what she's doing because it improves her sex life with you. You're welcome. Such a kind, generous woman to think so selflessly about her husband and her family. Honestly, when women have painted themselves this deep into a corner, talking to them is pointless. Truly, it will only create more confusion. It won't give you any clarity. And let's just apply the counterfactual test like we talked about at the beginning of this video. Because you justify this infidelity by saying that it improves your real life sex life with your husband. But if it didn't improve your sex life, would you break it off then? No? Well then shut the fuck up. That's obviously not the real reason. You know that this is cheating because if he was the one doing it, you would lose your shit. I want to go into more depth on this. I want to give some examples on how to use counterfactuals in your relationship. I want to do some demonstrations, how to use this technique to get to the truth. But first, let's recap. In part 1, I've spoken about how women don't give you real answers to your questions,
which we knew,
and that their reasons for this can range from a lack of self-awareness all the way down to conscious manipulation.
See, this one's a little hard to deal with, right? It's like, oh yeah, they could be just dumb, or they could be super smart and conniving. It could be either one, and you can't really tell right away. So it's like, all right.
In part 2, I want to get practical. I want to show you how to use the counterfactual test technique in order to find out the truth about your partner's motivations, thoughts, and feelings.
Hey, if you guys want to know part 2, go to his Patreon, sub to the man. It's only $5. Again, I don't really promote too many other people's channels / Patreon paying for things because I don't want you guys to have to pay for things. I don't even promote my own damn channel for paying for things, but he has great information, and if it helps you, $5 might be worth it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.